Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Out the Game, the podcast where we talk about the married life and wedding planning and all that stuff. My name's Genie, and I'm here with my brother, the illustrious Tim.
Yeah, man. Thanks, bro. Welcome to Out the Game. You know, speaking of illustrious, we're at this nice park in downtown LA. You know, secret spot. Can't tell people about it though.
Yeah, we literally broadcast out of random places, and today we're in a park in downtown LA.
Yep. Talking about being out of the game, you know, because we're both getting married.
We are out the game, man. It's been so long. I've been with my fiance now for 9 years, going on 9 years, and even if I were single, I would have no game. It's been so long. If
Really?
I were to be single tomorrow, I have no game.
No game. No game?
I see these dudes, like, you ever like get a drink with your buddies and like you see a dude trying really hard to like his best jokes or whatever. I'm so far away from that because I've been out for almost a decade now.
I think I would just watch, what's that movie, Hitch? With Will Smith? And then just go.
You seem like you'd be a good hitch. You seem like the guy who's good
I
at
would
coaching
try.
and you know it.
I would try.
I'm definitely Kevin James in real life from that. See, I'm an introvert. Like, it seems like I'm the greatest guy in the world, but no, I'm kidding.
I feel like I would have hitch line approaches, but then it wouldn't work. But, you know, I don't know.
You'd get shut down.
Yeah. You remember that one scene where he goes into this woman in a bar and like a whole bunch of guys surrounding her, and he's like, "Hey, here's $30, and when you get a chance, we need your attention over here." She's like, "I'm not a waitress," and he's like, "Oh, well, how else was I gonna get your attention?" And then she's like, "Oh my gosh," like what?
I would get slapped in the face.
I feel like the woman would just keep my money and just not come back to me.
And I wouldn't even be that smooth with it. I'd be like, "Here's $30 in the back. Come, $30 for the back," and then I get smacked in the face because I'm not good with my words when I'm nervous. The other day, I wanted to say bye to somebody, and I wanted to say later, and I wanted to say see ya. So in my brain, put them together, and I said Leah, and I walked away. So that's how I know I would be Kevin James and Hitch, because I'm not good with my words like when it's most important.
I'm trying to say no, but yeah, maybe. No, that story kind of.
I know it's shocking to you.
You know, yeah, okay.
Speaking of like getting at girls, how did you get at your fiance? By the way, we're getting married, both of us, to two women. I feel like we got to.
Not to each other.
Yeah, not to each other.
Respectively.
Yeah, or two different women, respectively. How did you holler at your fiance?
You know, she denies this, but she got at me. You know, like she
got it like that.
She hollered at me. All right, so this is the story. I'm gonna make it short though. For the past 2 years, I taught at my old high school, right? Mm-hmm. And she started teaching there 1 year before I got there. So
right.
That year, the first day of school was her birthday. So there was another teacher who got her a cake because it just fell on the first day. And she's like, "Oh, thanks." So then that year I came. The next year, my birthday was on the first day of school because we're 2 weeks apart in August. So she was like, "Oh, I'm going to make him something for his birthday because someone did it for me," type thing.
So she'd only known you for a year.
No, she hadn't known me. Like, she met me that 2 weeks of summer training. And then she just knew, like, my birthday was on the first day of school. She's like, "Oh, that'd be nice to do for him." Because someone did it for me the year before. And it was my first year. So
okay, I got it.
Yeah. So she made that, and that was cool. And then since her birthday was 2 weeks after, I was like, oh, I feel, like, bad if I don't do something for her. But I don't bake. Like, she baked me, like, a cheesecake brownie. It was just something delicious. She's a really good baker. So I was
like,
oh.
I got to put two good things together.
Yeah, she was smart. She was smart. And then I'm like, well, I don't bake. So I was like, how about I just take you to happy hour, at the Yard House in Marina Del Rey. And yeah, like, I'll buy you a drink for your birthday. Because you baked something for me on mine. And then that just led to us, like, kind of talking and texting. And then organically we just kept talking and kept hanging out. And then ultimately we were like, oh, we're in a relationship. This is the thing.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
That was easy.
Yep. I know that exact same feeling. It was the same thing for us. Just one day, we met at this dance at freaking freshman orientation the first day of college. They, like, cram all the freshmen into the dome to do this awkward dance, and it's, like, sweaty and musty and gross. Well, I saw her dance, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to holler at her real quick. So anyway, like, I talked to her that night. She had a dude, so I was chilling. And we would just hang out all the time. She went to church with me on Sundays. We'd hang out. We'd watch movies. But after, like, almost a year of hanging out, one day we were like, I think we're boyfriend and girlfriend. I think we're just together. So it was just like a all of a sudden it just happened. Like, it was organic. Organic's the right word.
But now, let's say you were to rewrite the story and, like, you wanted to, like, you know, Hitch style, like, pick her up. Like,
Oof.
like, how would you do it? How would you have done it if you could go back?
Oh, my God. That is a hard question. See, in my mind, I was a lot cooler then than I probably was. Like, I thought I was, you know, like when you're in high school and, like, you do something that's kind of cool, like you're a big fish, small pond, but then college, you're like small fish, huge pond. So, like, I was mismatched in my head. So, man, I don't know. I probably would have done something super lame, like walked up with one eyebrow up and be like, so, I don't know, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's either, like, we were in two different spots. So, like, I was in college, like, we were kids. You guys were, like, functioning adults.
It's true.
So I feel like the pickup, like, when you have to pick up or, like, holler at somebody in college, you're still a kid. Like, it's still like it's almost like a game. But when you're an adult, I feel like you don't have to play that game. Hence being out the game.
Out the game. Yeah, sure.
That's a good question, but I don't know. I would have done something that was more smooth in my head than it was in real life, because that's normally how I am.
It's funny.
Yeah, how long y'all been together?
What's today? 2 years. 2 years in like a week. Low key. Yeah, in a week. 2 years in a week.
That's so freaking
September 4th, I think.
That's so precious that you have the week in the code. I remember there was a time when I'd be like, yeah, it's been 5 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, and 2 hours.
You know, but you still know the date.
Yeah, I know the date. It's just like I feel
you
like
don't keep track of it.
Yeah. The longer everything's a blur for me.
Do y'all do like do y'all celebrate did y'all when y'all first started, like the 6 months and then the 1 year and the year and the 3 days? I don't know.
She wanted the monthly celebration up front. We started going out on the 10th of March, and so we do like a thing every 10th. We do like a date night every 10th. But now I'm like, all right, we're getting married. I'm not gonna have the 10th plus the wedding day. Like, we're not gonna have double anniversaries.
It's true. I always thought about that. So like, once we're married, am I celebrating like our anniversary of like us getting together, and then also the anniversary of us getting married?
I think it's the marriage.
Do you drop?
Yeah, I think you have to drop one. I inevitably will drop one because I just can't remember that much.
So after I get married in April, I'm done with that September 4th.
That's it. Yep, you can forget it.
I'm done.
You can let it go. See, you can let that go. It's just gonna fall out of my head.
I really will. Like, I really will. Like, you can ask me a year later. I'm like, I don't know.
Was it the 4th?
September 4th.
September 4th. You remember it?
Remember that?
Like, yeah, when you.
So actually, this is the thing. Since it happened so organically, and we just ended up like, oh, this is a thing. We didn't have like an official date because it was just like.
So you guys chose it afterwards?
No. So we just chose like, afterwards, but we chose like the first date that we went on.
What was it?
What did we do? Asked her out to this restaurant in Culver City called Rush Street. And then, like, it's funny, like, we tried to think back, like, a couple months after that. I was like, whoa, when did we go on our first date? And luckily, she writes things in her calendar.
Oh, God bless her.
So she looked at her calendar and was like, oh, I wrote it in my calendar, like, oh, hang out with Tim on September 4th. So that's the only reason we know the date. Because other than that, it just would have been like September-ish.
And now that page is framed on your wall in a house somewhere.
I hope so. I hope she kept it. I don't know what she did with that, but...
I also feel like, maybe you don't feel like this, but I feel like my better half is much more organized than me. Much like she has records, can go back in the diary. I don't write stuff down. If it happens, it happens. So had that been me, we wouldn't have known the date.
No.
Because I didn't write it down.
Same.
Speaking of not knowing dates, my grandma just found her real birth certificate.
What?
And we've been doing the wrong birthday for 50 years. We've been doing the wrong birthday. Yeah.
Like, she didn't know the date?
She didn't know her birthday. I don't know how she said this is my birthday, but we'd been celebrating it on one date, and she got the birth certificate, and it's not that date. So now we're like, what are we going to do?
Is it, like, far off?
It's October and February. That's the difference.
Stop it.
Yes.
Stop it. So she thought her birthday was October?
Yeah.
But it's actually February?
Yeah. And we've been doing that for years.
Oh, my goodness. That is amazing. That's amazing.
Anyway, so like if it weren't for people like writing stuff down, you all wouldn't have known your date, and my grandma wouldn't have known her birthday.
Are you good with like dates and relationships?
No, I'm terrible. I'm worried about. I have to do. I cook dinner most of the time, and I do little stuff here and there just to add up for the big mess up I'll have when I forget a certain date. I'm really bad with birthdays. Not even just relationships. I'm bad with birthdays. Like, I'm gonna forget everybody's birthday. I'm bad with dates. I almost forgot my own birthday. But yeah, I will. I'm gonna for sure miss some anniversaries just on accident.
You know, it's funny. In my phone, under my notes, I have like a list of like Emily favorites. My fiance's name is Emily, and it's just like Emily's list, and everything that she likes or dislikes, I just write it down, like in my phone.
You are like you're a god among men.
No, but it's like
I wouldn't even think to do something like that.
It's random stuff, like hates almond paste. I don't know, but like I just remember
that's a very specific.
It is like she just said that once, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put that on my list. So
I better keep track
I
of
just
that.
know. Or
you were raised well.
No, actually, it's just because I had a previous relationship, and she was like, "Well, what is my favorite color?" And I could never, I could never remember. So that's how it started when Emily told me like her favorite color. It's like one of the first things on my list. It's like, it's like I'm gonna track this.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's fantastic. You keep a list. I think I retain a couple things in my mind, but I don't have a list like that.
Like she doesn't like warm milk. Am I really gonna remember that? No, but I read the list.
Right.
Clutch.
To the women who listen to the podcast, they heart melted a little bit just now when you said I keep a list of. You just gained all the points.
Thank you, ladies, but I'm out the game. I'm out the game. So if you listen to this, you know that.
By the way, the way that title came about was like that was your idea, and we were just talking. We were like, okay, who are we? What are we going through? We were like, yeah, we're two brothers, going through this huge transition in life. We're committing this and that. We got to uphold each other. What can we call this podcast? And you were just like, well, we're out the game. And I literally a light bulb, I think it physically popped over your head.
Yeah.
But that was all you. But it's so right.
Yeah. Your fiancée Amanda helped with that because she's just like, well, what do y'all want to talk about? And I'm like, I don't know, just like our weddings, you know, getting married, just, I don't know, we're just out the game. And I was like, oh, out the game.
That's it.
Yes. Yes. Great.
I feel like that's how most good ideas are. That's like Archimedes or whoever in the fountain, just like your eureka moment. It's like, oh, that's it. I know it.
Yeah. It's funny. One of the great things about being at this park right now is there's just a group of random teenagers, like just here. It's like a good 25, and they're
hanging out right behind us,
just chilling.
That's just natural sound design. This is we didn't have to add that in post.
Add that in, yeah.
And they're all like high schoolers too. It's almost like a cross country meet got out somewhere down the street. And they just came to the park.
It's like a leadership retreat. I don't know. They look like a student government group. I don't know.
I didn't do none of that stuff in high school, by the way. I was in National Honor Society and played ball for like a year or two, and I was in the band, and that's it. But like in terms of like government voting, debate, all that, I never did that.
Yeah. Were you voted for anything in the yearbook?
I don't think so. What are those called?
I don't know. The
superlatives.
Superlatives most likely to succeed. And
no, I don't think I got one of those.
Biggest flirt. I wanted to win biggest flirt. I wanted to win it, but
I can see you being the biggest flirt with your teachers too. Not even like the kids.
I had a couple hot teachers.
Yo, okay, what grade was this? High school?
It's high school. I shouldn't say this though, because I work with my high school teachers now. I teach at my high school, so if any of my former teachers or coworkers listen to this,
but they're old now, so it's cool. Like we're adults, it's fine.
But I don't want to be in a staff meeting and be like, "Oh, Tim, I heard your podcast." So you had a crush on me in high school?
Yeah, we just needed the ratings, so I just,
Oh man,
that's funny though. I remember a hot teacher from 6th grade. I'll say the name. Heck with it. They're not here. This was in Indiana, but Miss Baldwin was hot back then, and then in high school, we didn't really have any hot ones in high school.
I had a lot of young teachers. Young, 22.
Down in Inglewood?
Inglewood, South Central area, yeah.
Shoot, we'll go to South Central for the young teachers, I guess.
Did you have a girlfriend in high school? Or girlfriends?
Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for telling me. I had one girlfriend who broke my heart in pieces. Matter of fact, she hurt me so bad that's what got me into making music and producing music. So I grew up in church playing the organ, you know what I'm saying? And I played for a couple plays in high school. But then I started dating this girl who was a cheerleader. Mistake.
First one.
Yep. And it was like the year, I don't know how I made the basketball team in high school, but I did. And it wasn't that good.
You're tall though.
That's what it was, I think. So I made the basketball team and thought I was an athlete, and then I quit after my sophomore year, and that's right when I started dating her. So I had major change. You know what I'm saying? Like in the high school, mythological like archetypes, like there's the athlete, there's the smart person, there's this and that. So I had made this huge change from athlete to the person who did plays, not as cool. Anyway, so that's when I started dating her. She was a cheerleader, super popular, and then just left me out of nowhere one day. And she didn't even tell me. I called her, and her friend picked up the phone and was like, yeah, she don't want to do this no more.
Oh,
goodbye.
Man.
I said, oh, we can't talk. We can't do that.
Call her out. What's the name?
Well,
What's the name?
Her name is the name of a candy, of a popular candy that you'll find at the store.
Interesting. I'm trying to think of candy names now. But I'm not getting random ones like Snickers and Almond Joy. So Tic Tacs.
Like keep going.
No.
Keep going.
Reese's.
That's it, yeah.
Kit Kat. Katie.
Reese.
Her name was Reese?
Yeah, her name was Reese.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get in trouble now. See, now I'm gonna get in trouble with my fiance for telling this story. Anyway, she dumped me, and that hurt my feelings. But that was the first time I actually like took feelings and turned it into music. I sat down at the piano and I made these chords that sounded just as dark and bothered as I was. I put lyrics to it, and I don't know where we were going, but that girl who dumped me in high school got me into like so I guess I have her to thank for my production career today. Did you have girlfriends?
I did. It's funny though, because there's this one girl from like freshman year to senior year where she liked me and I liked her, but every time one of us was available, we're in a relationship. Yeah, so it's actually super messed up. This because you reminded me of it. Like I was gonna ask you, is it better to have your heart broken or break someone's heart?
You want to know my answer?
Yeah.
I think it's better to have your heart broken.
Okay. So
you're the heartbreaker.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so, but then this has happened. Beginning of junior year, we did this like I am poem where you feel like I am blah blah blah, I've done blah blah blah, I've experienced blah blah blah, I fear things. And then she put in the like first week of school, she's like, I've only had my heart broken once. And then like she looked at me and the whole class looked at me and I'm like,
the record, the needle scratch, the music stopped, the crickets, slow motion.
And I was like, oh, you're going to finish the rest of your poem? Like, I didn't know what to say.
And then you looked behind you to see if there was somebody.
What's she talking about?
What's she looking at?
Person sounds like a jerk. But I didn't even break her heart. I was just dating someone else. It's weird. I don't know.
That's so funny. You found out in that moment.
Yeah, put me on blast in front of the whole class. Kind of messed up.
I will tell you this, man. Heartbreakers don't know they're their heartbreaker, though. They don't. You don't know you're the heartbreaker until like you did it. You find out afterwards. So
yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Go ahead, call her out. Her name is also named after a piece of candy. Her name was Snicker.
Nah, she had one of them. Her name was Asia.
She was black?
Yeah. Yeah, but it wasn't spelled like.
Is it AJA?
Yep. You already knew.
Was there an accent? I'm just playing.
I was like, what?
Accent grave in French in there. Was that was the only girl, or you had a couple girlfriends in high school?
Yeah.
It was Asia, and then the one that you broke her heart with, and then presumably somebody else.
I had like 2, think.
You were living. I didn't have any confidence in high school.
But you know the crazy thing though, and this is my relationship life, and people are listening to this. I don't even know who you are yet, but
wherever you are,
in your cars, in your bed, in the hot tub, I don't know. But it's so crazy. Like I dated like I think 3 or 4 girls in high school, even though like my dad didn't want me to have a girlfriend and didn't know about any of these girls. But then I didn't have an official girlfriend all throughout college and like the beginning of my like professional career.
That's
like I went from having like girlfriends in high school,
to
none in college, none out of college, and then like later on.
Do you believe that the behavior you do in high school like gets out of your system, or is the opposite of college? Like for example, like I didn't party a lot. I didn't party at all in high school, but I went to parties in college. Like you ever hear that? Like you get something out of your system, then you move on to the next stage and like you compensate.
Yeah.
You think you did that?
I think I did. I think I was like, I did the relationship thing. I did the girlfriend thing, not the title. And then I got to college. It was a lot more fluid. Like I was dating girls for extended periods of time, but we never like had that, oh, do you want to be my girlfriend conversation?
Right.
Oh, maybe that was an adult thing. I don't know. Or maybe still childish. I don't know.
So I'm curious about that because I would assume that most people have that, they experience that in their adulthood. But like I've been dating, good Lord, I've been dating my fiance since college. So like there was never a point where I was in a professional adult having to date. So to me that sounds terrifying, having to date professionally as an adult. I'm still a kid. Like I wouldn't make it through that.
Yeah.
I would just never have found somebody.
I think about that. Like there was a phase where I was living in Phoenix because that's where I moved after college, and I'm like single. I'm like, I wonder how I'm gonna meet the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it gonna be like in a movie where I'm in the grocery store and I drop a can and she drops a can, and then we both grab for it, and then we
Can of creamed corn.
we grab a cream corn, and then we look at each other and like, oh, because I'm like, I go to work.
Wait, what movie did that happen in?
I don't know, but you know, people they're in the library and they both drop a book,
totally.
and then they both reach for it and their
Yep.
hands touch, and then they stare into each other's eyes and like, oh,
Yeah.
hi, my name is, or like, hey, my name's Tim. I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, because when I moved to Phoenix, it's like I worked, and there's nobody at work, and then
And you
I came home.
You did the training for TFA in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Which I heard is hell.
Dude,
Which I heard
so
is
hot
literally.
and so long, so many hours.
I would have no social skills after that because if Phoenix,
Man.
Arizona is already a place where you're not gonna find too many folks.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So I'm just like, man, how's this gonna happen? Grocery store, like,
I don't know that many
where?
grocery stores here.
It's not that many. I don't know,
All I have is an Aldi here. How am I gonna meet my?
right? Shopping at the neighborhood Walmart. I don't know, man. The relationships, man. High school, good times. I
Yeah,
learned.
That was a long time ago. I didn't have any confidence in high school. Matter of fact, you know what gave me confidence? This girl dumped me, and then I kind of went off and became an artist and found myself. I got good at music and being in front of crowds and acting. But then she ended up kind of wanting me back. And then, man, I'm putting everything out. I blew up in high school, man. I'm telling you, I was the.
Back then they didn't want you. Now you're
Nah,
hot. They all on you.
That song was written about me.
Paul
I know
Wall.
Mike.
You
or
and Paul
Is
Wall?
it Paul?
Is it Paul
I
Wall
don't
or
know,
Mike
Paul Wall.
Jones?
I don't know.
One of them.
I thought it was Mike Jones.
I think it might be who?
I don't know.
Mike
See, that's
Jones?
how I'm out the game. I don't know.
I think it is Mike Jones.
But when I found out that she kind of was interested again, that's the thing that gave me major confidence coming out of high school. I didn't have too much before that. But it's interesting to hear you say, you had 2 or 3, and
Yeah.
I had one broke my heart. But I went into college with, decent confidence, or at least maybe it was inflated. Maybe it was in my head. Maybe I thought I was cooler than I was.
There you go.
But I would have been terrible dating in the professional adult room. I would have been terrible at that. You want to see a movie or?
You want to meet at Starbucks and work? And
You like Starbucks, right? It's like that's a terrible.
You drink coffee, right? You've heard of this place? It's called Starbucks.
All right, y'all. We gotta take a break. We'll be right back with more Out the Game.
Yep. And we're back from the break. Something funny, we were talking during the break. This podcast is about like us being out the game and, starting the process of our wedding coming and getting married and engaged life. And we realized we talked more about our exes than we did like our fiancés right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting in trouble for that later.
We can edit this, right? In post.
Yeah, we can. We'll save all the good parts. It's gonna be the part where you talk about you making a list about the things she likes over. It's that same 20 seconds over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like the first half was really good.
It's really repetitive though. All right, so update us, man. How's the wedding planning going?
Okay, so we're like, last week we were in the thick of it, and now we're like even closer. So we're getting married in November, which is a couple months. That's like 3.5 months.
Yeah, we're basically September.
Yeah, that's nuts. So like we're in the heat of it. So like, there's the major stuff like venue, and then DJ, and then I'm saying food, this and that. So we got most of the major stuff locked down, and the missing piece that I still have to figure out, is the photographer. That's the one thing that we got to figure out. So we got a venue, paid for it. We got this awesome DJ service, and they act as the day of coordinator. They line you up to keep you on task. They also send an MC, and they do all the sound and all that stuff. We got food, which, by the way, I want it to be. This is what I wanted.
Tell them.
And she co-signed. She was on board with this.
I can't wait for this.
I wanted to be very ghetto fab. I wanted to be like a Beyonce music video. I wanted waiters, with the white towel across their arm. They pick up the silver platter and serve us Popeye's chicken. That's what I wanted. And by God, that's what we're doing.
Sounds amazing.
We're having a taquero man or woman during cocktail hour.
Yep.
And then we're going to have Popeye's chicken as the main entree.
Yes.
And then to cap off the night, once folks are drinking and dancing, the In-N-Out truck is going to come with In-N-Out burgers. Animal style, whatever you want.
I know everyone listening right now is like, how can they get an invite to this wedding?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. And I can't wait for this. Oh, my gosh. Like, I've never been more excited for a wedding possibly.
I'm super stoked, man. We want it to be like a party, you know? Like, we want it to be fun. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, like, weddings are, you know, you go get the buffet and they can seem, you know, kind of super formal. But we wanted people just to, like, come enjoy California and have a party. So I'm super stoked. I literally wanted, like, Lemonade Beyonce music video, just like Afrocentric, brother.
Yeah.
I wanted waiters serving us Popeye's chicken. So that's what we're going to do.
That'd be
I know what I was saying.
Awesome.
Okay. So, like, you got the major concerns, venue, food.
Yeah.
And we got all that. And, you know, put a down payment on most of that stuff. So we got to save up and pay for the rest. But the only missing piece is the photographer/videographer. So I think I'm just going to, like, get on Craigslist and say, hey, do you want to send us a reel and we'll, you know, choose you. I don't know. I got to figure that out.
Well, if you can't find anyone, you know, the new iPhone has that portrait mode, so like I could take some good pictures, bro. Like if you can't find anyone, I'm just saying, like I got you.
I got you. I pulled double duty. There's something else that we have to do too. Oh, we're designing the invitations with some friends of ours.
Nice.
And you should get yours like in a week or two, by the way, because we're
Okay.
mailing them out soon. But there's this store in Pasadena called Kelly Paper. They got every kind of paper you've ever seen in your life.
Oh.
So, like, we're going through all these card stocks and figuring out the combinations and this and that. So, we just got done designing those. That was pretty fun, actually. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Nice. Dang, I forgot. I have my save the dates, and instead of mailing it to you, because I don't want to pay for stamps because I'm cheap.
You have it here?
Nah, it's in my house. I'll get it to you. I forgot. I was like, oh, you just reminded me. I should have
not
brought
like we
that.
podcast every week.
Yeah, I'll get it to you. Dude, so you know what I just did for our wedding? Our wedding planning. We went cake tasting yesterday.
What?
Yeah, for the wedding cake. It was awesome.
That sounds like a party.
Two things went through my head. One, I'm really excited for the cake, and two, wedding cakes are expensive.
Right.
For some cake.
I can only imagine.
But it's dope. So it was cool. Like we went to this wedding spot in Torrance because I live in Torrance, and they brought us like the 6 most popular flavors. I don't remember all of them, but my favorites from it was they had a carrot cake one that was really good. They had a marble one that was really good.
I love marble cake.
Yes. Red velvet was all right. I love red velvet, but not that one.
Did you tell me that real velvet
Yes.
is not? Wait, what is it?
Yes. Okay. So my fiance Emily is like, she does not like when people say they love red velvet, right, or blue velvet, or all this stuff. Because I told her, I was like, yeah, I really love red velvet when we first started dating. And she's like, why? What do you like about it? I was like, I don't know. It tastes good. She's like, so do you like chocolate cake too? I was like, yeah, chocolate cake's okay. She's like, it's the same thing. I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, red velvet is just chocolate cake with red food dye.
That blew
That's it.
my mind.
That's it.
I did not know that. All the velvet cakes are chocolate cake.
With dye, yeah. So it's crazy when people tell her like they love red velvet. She's just like,
You don't trust that? She hates that person.
she hates them.
Yeah, you're not coming to the wedding.
She's
Don't.
just like, it's just chocolate cake with red dye in it.
Holy cow!
Right?
I did not know that. That's
And
how
I thought blue velvet was like a game changer. It's like, what? Blue velvet cake? That's amazing.
just love the flavor and the texture of blue velvet.
It's just chocolate cake with blue dye. I mean, that's it. But anyway.
I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
No,
but you
it's
told me
fine. So, and then the other one I really like was the banana filling one. That was really
that sounds
good.
awesome.
That was really good. So,
So how much cake did you eat?
I had 7 slices of cake.
Of cake. That's damn near half a cake.
Yeah, it was
put
a lot.
7 slices next to each other.
We didn't eat dinner. We didn't eat dinner that night. Like,
it was cake.
we realized it was 10 o'clock. It's like, oh, I'm not that hungry. Full off of cake.
Yo, what's that like? Do you call the baker and say, hey, we want to try wedding cakes? And
Yeah, so like we were just walking in Old Town Torrance, and then we walked past Torrance Bakery, and we saw like they had a wedding cake display. And we was like, oh, we should get our first tasting here. So she called and set him up. She just was like, all right, come in. So we came in, and she's like, here are 6 most popular flavors, but you can do whatever.
you guys get a discount on trying that cake?
No, it was free.
Because
The cake tasting was free.
Me and you could pretend to be a couple and go do a cake and set up an interview. Right? We could just want some cake, and we
Yeah.
could go in as a couple and try a bunch of cake.
You just got to find all the free ones and be like, hey, we're getting married. We want to.
You really got to commit. We
try
would
some
have
cakes.
to commit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I commit for cake. Team cake all
I
day.
commit for
I
cake.
commit for cake. Get a T-shirt.
That's
commit
gonna be the
for cake.
first T-shirt we sell on this podcast. I commit for cake.
Uh,
That's crazy. It was free though.
yeah. So we're doing 3 different tiers or levels. 3
Different flavors?
Tiers? Yeah, I'm gonna do a different flavor each one.
Oh, did you guys decide the flavor?
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to know.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Bottom one is banana. 'Cause that's the biggest one, and that's the one we like the most. The second one is marble,
Oh,
and then the top one is carrot cake.
I'd love to get a bite. I'd love to get all those in one bite.
I can make that happen.
Pass out.
I can make that
Man,
happen.
I can't wait for that. Can I come?
Of course. Of course. It'd be real awkward if I was like, about that.
Yeah. That banana cake though, that sounds amazing.
It was the best one. That's why we chose it for the bottom. That's the biggest part of the cake because it's like a little pyramid.
How do they decide how big a cake is? Because it's got to feed however many people you invite. So the amount of people you invite depends the size of the cake.
Yeah. So they had different options. So you can do like 4 tiers for like 50 people, 100 people, 125, 175.
Holy cow!
Or you could do 3 tiers for the same number of people. They would just be like smaller, bigger
It
tiers.
must be a wide bottom tier.
Yeah. It was.
There's like a barrel of a cake on the bottom.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, the bottom one should be able to fit like 50. I was like, dang.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Are you all doing like the couple on top of the cake?
We didn't even talk about that. I don't know.
Do people do that? Like that's another romanticized thing I feel like is in the movies. If you did, by the way, we should mention. Oh, I did not tell you this.
Yeah.
So, I vlog on my YouTube channel, and my bigger videos are either drone reviews or like tech review stuff. Anyway, I put our proposal on YouTube.
That's
I
an
vlogged
amazing
it.
video.
Thanks. You
Amazing
can go to
video.
youtube.com and search Genie Deez and it'll pop up. You can just go to follow me on YouTube. Anyway, so I put the proposal on there, and clearly a brother commented on there. He said, "Hey man, that's great, man. You never see 2 black people getting married." And then the next comment down said, "Oh, never mind. Just finished it. Just realized she's Mexican. Never mind. See, I told you." So I thought that was the funniest comment.
What?
So I do feel like there is a chunk of Black America who only want to see brothers get married to sisters.
Yeah.
I mean, even like I got family friends growing up who was like, "Don't you bring no mixed babies home? I want some black babies. Don't you bring no mixed babies home?" Anyway, I thought that comment was funny because neither of us are getting married to black women.
No.
My fiance is Mexican. She's Latina.
Yeah, mine is white.
So that's why I mentioned the top of the cake, because it would be you and Emily on top of the cake, and
That's true.
And that doesn't seem like a stock wedding thing to have at the store. Like they got plenty of 2 white couples and plenty of 2 black couples at that wedding, but they have to
gotta break the
yours.
black guy off the black lady and break the white lady off the black guy.
And then tape them together. Yeah, we don't have a. We don't have a. That's so funny.
Yeah. Dang.
Anyway,
That's
I
hilarious.
had to mention that you all's top of the cake is gonna be the angel from a Christmas tree.
That's so funny. But yeah, we got the big stuff like you got planned.
You guys
for
are
the
way
wedding.
ahead than we were.
But no, like we still got a lot of time. So it's like the small things I think is the thing that's gonna time crunches at the end. Like we got DJ, venue, caterer, decorator.
Man, are you nervous? Are you like stressed about anything? I think I'm subconsciously stressed about stuff, paying for it primarily.
Yours is 2 months away. I think it's gonna start hitting me once we start paying for everything else. Like in like the next 4 months more, so it's gonna pick up.
Yeah, I'm waiting on a check now, and as soon as I get it, it's going straight to the rest of the venue.
Are y'all taking a limo to the wedding?
See, okay, here's the thing, man, because we're not doing a first look, so I'll see her down the altar for the first time. So we're trying to figure out right now where those photos are going to be during cocktail hour. And normally you get in a truck, the wedding party, and you drive somewhere. But I think we're going to stay in the neighborhood, so we won't need that truck. So getting to the wedding, we're going to get there 2 different times, and I don't know. I don't think we'll need a limo.
Yeah, you don't want that. I'd be messed up if like she just comes in a limo and you just come in an Uber. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to figure out the rest of the logistics for that day. But we're going to arrive 2 different times. And then we'll probably take photos around there, so I don't even think we'll need the.
See, this is the crazy thing about weddings. Like, if you want to do it yourself, and you don't want to get like the planner to do it all for you, it's a really hard thing to do because you've never been in that situation before to do it. If it's your first time getting married, like, I'm all like, okay, all right, me and her sitting on the couch, like, all right, let's plan this. What do we need to do? We're both like 26, 24, and we don't.
No life
know
experience.
What to do because we've never been married before.
Yep.
So we just start YouTubing and Googling everything.
You guys have a book?
We have a website, like folder
Somebody
with like a whole bunch of tabs.
Oh, nice. Somebody gave my fiance a huge wedding planning book, and that's her Bible. That is the holy word.
Can I get that after you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Thanks, man.
We won't need it too much. Yeah, of course. But that's like the center of everything. It's got tabs. It's thick. It's got a lot of stuff in there. So that's like the guiding force.
It's funny because like I'm telling Emily like, hey, we're gonna take a lot of notes from yours and Amanda's wedding. Mm-hmm. So if you come to mine and it looks eerily similar.
It's funny. We borrowed a lot of stuff from a wedding we went to last year. Yo, we went to this wedding last year, and a good buddy of mine, his name's Herson, and his wife's name's Virginia.
Yeah.
But their master of ceremonies during the reception did the dopest games. Like
really?
wedding, the bride and the groom had to sit back to back, and they would ask the audience trivia questions, and the bride and groom would have to raise their shoe if they thought the answer was them or not.
That's
so
good.
It was funny when they had opposite answers, and they made you like, pass a dollar bill around the table, your table, and when the music stopped, whoever had the dollar had to stand up and like answer. Like it was so many fun games. So we borrowed a lot from that.
You gonna do that?
Something like that. We'll do games like that, but I think like you borrow from your favorite weddings and you incorporate that into yours.
Have you been like a groomsman in a wedding before?
Yeah, I was. See, my brother Larry, I was his best man, and then my buddy Joe Swain got married last year. I was in his party, and then are those only weddings I've been in? Oh, my buddy Pat Stacks got married this year, and I was in his too.
I've done
it a couple times.
I've been in like 5 or 7. 5 to 7.
That's a lot of weddings.
I got another best man one right now in October in Phoenix.
Who's your best man?
My boy Jason.
Got it. Is Jason from college?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Did you have a hard time like picking your guys?
I was about to ask you the same thing, dude. Because here's the thing: like, have you been the best man more than once?
How many times have I been the best man? I've been the best man once. This October will be the second one, and then all the other ones are just groomsmen.
Okay, if you're ever a best man more than once, then that's one hell of a decision.
Is it?
To decide yours, yeah, because that means 2 people chose you as their best man, but you're only choosing one as your best man.
Oh, that's true.
So I've always thought that was interesting. It's like, how do you choose? My best man is my brother.
See, lucky you got a brother.
But if I didn't have any brothers, it'd be a very hard decision.
But
then again, is that hyping it too much? It's just like, relax.
I don't know. Like I think like growing up, and when I say growing up, I mean like in college.
That's where I did most of my growing up.
Yep. I wanted to be all my friends' best men. But this is why though. And then I realized like all I really wanted to do was just give the best man speech. I'm a really good speech giver. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm really good at giving speeches. But then I forgot you got to plan stuff like the bachelor.
Yeah, see, people forget
the
about
bachelor
that.
party,
That's
and then you got to handle all this other stuff. I don't want to do any of that. Like I just want to give the speech. Because like this is my definition of a good speech. If you can make people cry and laugh in the span of one speech, that's a good speech.
That's a fantastic. I can only do the laugh part. I can only make you laugh. I can't make you cry.
I've had one good speech. I've met many speeches in my life, but one
that you
where
made
people cried and laughed in one speech.
Was it a best man speech?
No.
What was the speech?
My other best man speech, everyone just laughed. But see, it wasn't great. It wasn't as good as it should have been.
The speech that you made people cry, did you know going in that you were going to make people cry?
No.
Oh.
I didn't. I was like, I hope this happens, but I was like, I don't think it will. But it did.
So your best. So the wedding coming up where you're going to be the best man, you've started concocting that speech already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah. Since he told me a year ago.
Because you can't just like make somebody cry off of nothing. You need to prepare for that.
No, I'm already on my 4th draft.
It's MLA formatted with footnotes and citations at the bottom.
Yeah, man. It's great.
When's that wedding?
October something.
This October.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Flying back out to Phoenix for it.
That's another part of like weddings is like you got to get there.
Yeah.
And most of the time I'm broke, so that is my gift to you. I'm sorry about that.
I have to rent the tux. All right, no offense. My friend Lorenzo, who's getting married, shouts out to Lorenzo and Christina.
Hey, Lorenzo.
Man, I went to Men's Warehouse to give my fit in for his suit. He picked the most expensive Vera Wang tux in the store.
He wanted to do it big. He getting married.
And I'm like, bro, I really got to pay this? I was like,
oof. That hurt the pockets.
It did. It was like, yeah, it was a lot.
Here's my thing, dude. If you're going to pay that much, I want you to have it. So
see,
what I'm going to do is I bought my tux already. because I want to keep it.
You bought yours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We gotta talk about that. I want to know where you went.
I'll show you a photo while I'm telling this story.
Yeah.
It's well, I won't describe it, but I want you to see it. It's loud and subtle at the same time.
Is there a pattern?
Yeah, total. Yeah.
I know you. I know you. I think you
already know what it's.
Is it after an animal?
Kind of. Here, I'll show you a photo. So I want my groomsmen. I think I want to buy their jackets. I want to get their
all their blazers.
Yeah. So they can just wear black slacks and a white shirt and the bow tie or tie of their choice, and I'll get their jackets. That's what I want to do to kind of help. That'll be like my gift to them, because another thing, you got to get your bachelor guys a gift.
Do I have to?
Okay, you don't have to, but everyone I've been in, I got something, and I feel bad for not getting
the
something.
Gift is that of all my guy friends, I had to pick 6. You were one of the 6. That's a gift in itself.
I hear you.
I mean, that's just me.
The thing is, like, mine is before yours, so I can't say, well, Tim didn't do it. Okay, this is before it got tailored. I'm showing Tim the tux now, but the lapel is a solid satin, and then the rest, it's black. The whole thing is black. The lapel is satin, solid, and there's a pattern. To hell, it's lace. It's like most of the suit, it's lace, and then the lapels are solid satin, and the pants are solid satin.
Oh,
and I need a black. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
It's like loud but subtle at the same time.
And you get to keep that.
Yeah,
and wear that as many times in your life as you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll probably wear it to every major event from here on out. That I still fit in it.
So if you ever see Genie and I in an award show, and you see him wearing a suit or a tux, excuse me, just know this is what tux.
When we win our Webby Award for Out the Game podcast, I'll be accepting it in this lace tux, and you're going to be wearing the Vera Wing tux from Lorenzo's wedding.
Bro, can I tell you something?
Yep.
So speaking of tuxes, my dad has a business partner friend who wanted to give me something for my birthday, so she was like, I'm going to put $1,000 towards a suit for you. And I was like,
I'm sorry,
what
suit?
Are you sure? Like, she was like, yeah, go to this tailor. He does suits. Get fitted, sized, design it, pick it out, and I'll pay. And I was like, you sure? She was like, yeah. I was like, all right. So I went to the spot, actually literally across the street from where I'm getting married, which is crazy. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
Universe is strange.
I went with my dad, and I showed him the venue afterwards. But I go there, and the guy's like, all right, what do you want to do? These are the fabrics. Do you want to put a little red trim in it? What type of, like, just everything. I designed it from, like, top to bottom. And they sized me up, and then I was like, all right, so how much we looking here? This dude said $1,900. I said, what?
I'm sorry.
Come again? It was like, I don't follow. I think he added.
I thought you said $1,900.
I think he added extra zero. You mean $190, right? He's like, no, $1,900. I was like, all right, hold on, let me call the lady real quick. So
left him in my car.
I call her, and I tell her. She's like, all right, we'll make it happen. I was like, no. Like, I'm not dropping $2,000 on a suit. I can't.
It's not even reversible.
It's not.
You can't wear this and it look like something new.
No, like, I would have to wear that suit for the rest of my life. Like, not just fancy occasions, but like forever. I was texting my fiance. She was like, so are you gonna get it? I'm like, heck no, I'm not gonna get it.
Well, what was
it's ridiculous.
I was trying to think, is there a way that you can cut down on the cost? But no, it's original. You can't. It's not like you can say.
They cut down because after I was like, all right, we'll come back, because I did the we'll come back thing, and then they called me later that day. It was like, all right, my boss said we can do the cheapest is $1,600. So they took off like $300.
I'm very bad at that. I'll be back later, by the way. I'm just like, I have to pee.
It just never came back.
And then rush out and never come back.
Oh my gosh.
That's nice,
man.
They called you back and lowered it though. That's still an expensive suit though.
16.
Mine wasn't that much.
Yeah.
And I thought mine was a lot, what I paid for it.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? People sleep on downtown LA, but you can go to the fashion district and get you a nice little suit.
It's true.
For pretty affordable, and you can get it tailored down there too.
So were you able to? How many groomsmen do you have?
7.
So you were able to find 7 of the same blazers.
So that's my. I got to do that next week.
You haven't done it.
So that's another big piece missing. Yeah. I know what I want. I just don't know.
Because I want to do that. That's my fear. Like finding 6. Because I have 6 different blazers, or 6 different blazers of the same kind for different sizes. Like,
right.
I don't know.
So you'd be surprised, man. Some of these guys downtown, they order that stuff in bulk, and they can make, whatever. They can probably make it for you there.
Yeah.
I just got to go down and say, okay, I want that color. Give me 7 of those. I'm gonna text the guys right now. What are your suit size?
Yeah, there you go. Look at us. talking about it and being about it.
It took this podcast for me to like take, because I been should have done this.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's it for me. We're almost there. The rest of it is just money stuff.
Yeah, man.
But do you ever like, I feel like sometimes I wake up in a cold sweat, not because I'm getting married, because it's just like, oh shit, I got to pay for this.
Yes.
So like you know how I know I'm subconscious? There's two different stresses that I experience. One is like I know it, and then another one is just like subconscious, I don't realize it. And I know I'm subconsciously stressed because I grind my teeth in my sleep. So when I wake up in the morning and I feel my mouth is tired and my jaws are tight, it's because I was grinding my teeth because I was worried about something in my sleep.
Yeah. That's my thing with weddings is like I'm not trying to have no big, crazy wedding because I want to start off my marriage in debt, you know. So luckily Emily and I agree on that. So we've created a budget and I think we can hit it, and I'm excited. We got a really good venue, like downtown LA-ish, Koreatown-ish area, for a really good deal, really nice garden area and inside hall.
That's dope.
And our caterer is also our decorator, so she does it all.
Perfect.
So we got a good thing going. So I think we'll be able to hit our budget, maybe come in a little less. You have a lot of family helping you?
Financially? No, hell no.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but we didn't want to have to burden them though. We didn't want to have to ask. I mean, they will be very helpful. You know, the month and the week leading up to, like, you know, getting people around, you know, paying for Thanksgiving dinner, and they're going to be very helpful that week of. But we didn't want to burden them with having to, you know, put down big chunks of money.
We're getting a little help. My dad's helping a little bit. My aunt said she would pay for the cake. She obviously gave us like don't bring no $1,000 cake back, but you know, I got this much.
Get your nice 3-tier cake.
nice 3-tier cake.
Nice banana carrot.
Exactly.
Marble.
So she's hooking us up with that, and her family, they're gonna help with like photography, which is big too.
Oh, see, that's dope. That's what
I'm
missing.
I should reach out. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody for you.
Yeah. Shoot me a quote. But yeah, I mean, we talked to this one vendor who was associated with the venue that we didn't go with, and his package started at like $3,000. And we were like, yeah. I gotta pee. I'll be back.
Yo, some of these wedding venues, like I was looking at a spot, like, oh, this is cool. This is nice. All right, so it'd be $15,000 for the day. I was like,
excuse me.
So you charging me what some people make, half of what people make in a year, for 4 hours?
You out your?
No.
I gotta go.
No.
See, I humor them for another 10 minutes and I get out of there.
Yeah, I'll look around. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Sounds
That's
good.
very nice. I love the benches over there and the fountain. It's great. I love
Oh,
what
we can put this over here. I like that. Okay. We're gonna come back. Thanks.
You fake it just to.
just because some of them could tell once they look at my face. I'm like, he's good.
You know, in that first, you also know, like, when you're we didn't even talk about like venue searches. That took us a long time. Maybe that's the next episode. But like, you know, first of all, you know whether or not you like another human being in that first 3-4 seconds of like meeting them.
That's true.
Same thing with the venue, like, 'cause it's not just a building that you have to like the aesthetics of. There's a person you work with, and you know if you like that person in the first couple seconds. So like, it's more than venue shopping. It's like these people that you're working with on your wedding day are people who are going to be there all day, and you want to make sure you're compatible and get along. So just a word of advice to y'all planning weddings is, like, when you go out, there's going to be some venues you like, but you don't really like the people, or they rub your fiance the wrong way, and you got to, you know, make stuff work or not. So
it's true. Man, I'm excited though. I can't wait.
I'm excited for yours too.
Yeah, man.
I really am. I'm going to show out. I'm going to wear my knee brace. I'll be able to dance.
Just, you know what I'm doing before yours? I'm stretching. I'm stretching like 3 weeks up to your weddings because I can't leave that turned up wedding just hurt.
Right.
Be sore the next day.
You know, when I play ball, if I don't wear a knee brace, the next day I'm limping.
Oh, it's a wrap.
I'm getting old.
It's a wrap.
Same
Things
thing with
just
dancing.
randomly start hurting, and I even do anything. I'm like, oh, why's my ankle sore? I don't know.
It's been my shoulders lately.
Oh man. All right, I hate to stop it here, but we're just about that time, man.
I feel like that it just flies by.
Yeah. Shout out to our sponsors though.
Yeah, our sponsors, nobody and nothing.
Nothing at all.
So thank y'all.
Oh man. All right, see y'all next time.
We'll see you next time. Peace.
Yep.